So earlier, I posted that, well, a bunch of people were reaching out to me about, expressing interest in the travel business, but not necessarily timeshare owners. If you're on this call because you're interested in learning more about timeshares, that's actually a very different webinar that I host. It's more structured and it's designed to help you get started and start making money like the same night. So just stick around. This is just a generic free webinar about the travel agent business. So, I've been in the travel business for about 8 years, and for the most part, I own a ton of timeshares, and I rent them out for side income. It's pretty lucrative. So earlier, because a lot of people were reaching out, I do respond to people individually, but it gets to be overwhelming. Thought I would host just a free webinar and just show you what I know, show you around on my screen, and answer some questions. So to be kind of informal, I'll go through some screens, show you what I've done to make a lot of money in the travel business, and make some recommendations, maybe give you some pitfalls to steer clear of, and allow you to go off mute and ask me questions. If you think of a question mid-sentence while I'm talking, just type it in there. I can't click on it. I should be able to expand that. Type it in there so I can get to it eventually. So the travel business. I do have a few people, maybe 1 or 2 people on the call who are probably already travel agents with me, and chime in as you see fit, but I'll open it up later. So I mentioned in my write-up earlier that to some of you that the travel business used to be incredibly controlled and strict. So you had to be like licensed and take classes, and it was a very formalized profession, so to speak. And they have since deregulated the business. So now you don't have to go to school to be a travel agent. Basically, anybody can be a travel agent, and I'll show you how. I'll show you why that is. And once you do so, the amount of success you have in that business depends on, maybe your support team, your support system, your ability to commit time and read the information, and just kind of, master a couple screens and a couple different systems. So when the business was, yes. So feel free to just mute yourself, whomever is on, everyone on the call, and I will allow you a chance to unmute and then ask questions later. In the meantime, you can type them in. So when the business got deregulated, the way people can become travel agents, which is, we know it is a pretty lucrative business, is to link up with a travel agency. So there are a bunch of travel agencies out there, and they hold the licenses one needs to operate in the various arenas: cruises, airlines, vacation packages, things abroad, tours, things of that nature. And along with holding the licenses, these travel agencies, they also act as like a broker. So they negotiate on the behalf of their agents, the travel agents. They negotiate bulk pricing, so that the agents get to benefit from the prices they may have negotiated with Royal Caribbean for any given 7-day cruise, or Southwest Airlines for any number of flights to Jamaica and so forth. So the agents in that agency basically operate with the use, or with the borrowed use of that agency's license. That's about as much technicality as I care to describe. It doesn't really matter. So having been in the timeshare rental business for 8 years, and it making me a lot of money, and I've shared this with a lot of you, and I've taught some who were interested how to do so. I post my timeshares in this group of about 15,000 people. This group right here, Extra Vacations Too, and But I found that I was leaving a lot of money on the table because a lot of vacation requests I got were many, some, not too many, were opportunities for me to sell packages and make money off of it, but I couldn't. So a person would need like a vacation to Disney, and I have a bunch of Orlando properties, but it'd be like a whole family, like 15 people who need, flights to Disney because the person is working and too busy to go organize that whole thing, schedule the flights, coordinate with everyone from every city. They needed Disney tickets, which, I didn't have the license. I wasn't an agent. I couldn't sell it to them. And often they would need transportation and other tours. So I was only able to offer them, my 2, 3, 4-bedroom suite, which is, at a good rate, but couldn't complete that package. So they prefer to go elsewhere. I'd have people who want to rent my Oyster Bay I own in St. Martin, a beautiful, right on the water, beautiful resort. And again, they would need flights. Please put yourself on mute. Thank you. They would need flights and a whole package, the car, the rental, tours, cruises, and I couldn't help. So I thought, just kind of reading up online, and it took me about a year to make a decision, but after reading a lot of reviews and a lot of information, I thought it best to go ahead and add the travel agent portion to my portfolio. So now I'm a travel agent, so not only can I rent out my timeshares, I can offer you an entire package. I can sell you Disney tickets, Universal Studio tickets. I can give you a really awesome cheap cruise. I can give you, a trip to Montego Bay, Jamaica with the flights included, cheapest flights you can find. Flights only I can get cheap. Tours, rum tours and so forth. The rental car, everything you need. I can package those things up because I now have access. So what I did, so I'll show you what I did. So like I said, you can belong to any travel agency, link up with them, and they basically share their licenses with you, and they give you access to a bunch of different vendors that they have relationships with, and you get to benefit from prices that they've negotiated. So the one I'll log into my account, just show you the ones I'm with, kind of show you what I have access to, give you an idea of like what I can do, and just make some recommendations and let you ask questions. I know one of the questions you'll ask is how much I make. I will share with you how much I make, and then I will give you the caveat that I'm not new to the game. So I'll show you how much I make, and I'll show you what the potential is for a regular person who's new to this, who may have a full-time job, kids, a family, and other obligations. So let's see. I am with, where would that screen be? Okay. So one of the travel agencies that I linked up with is called IntelliTravel. And you can't link up with IntelliTravel unless you know someone through their marketing team called Planet Marketing. So, you have to go here and sign up as an independent travel agent, and when you do, you have to kind of put in an existing agent's username. So I'm happy to share mine, but basically, IntelliTravel is the agent I linked up with, and what happens is they give you a ton of education. Let's go back here. They give you a website, kind of like a back office, much like anything else. Whenever you link up with a company, the free customer service, or the customer service, it's not free. Customer service, certain hours a day, your free booking engine, all your licenses, everything you need to operate as a travel agent. So I can book, hotels, flights, I can book rental cars, cruises, vacation packages. I can even renew people's passports or get them passports. I can do visas, out-of-country stuff, in-country stuff. It's it's a lot. So my back office is basically where I do business. I can register, I can check on my commissions, register my sales, let me leave this for a second. I'm going to go into one of the supplier sites that we have access to as agents. So I'm a Disney, a licensed Disney agent, seller of tickets and stuff and meal plans. I can sell flights. So one of the supplier websites that we have access to is this one here, where let's say Nicole on a call once, came to me, maybe she came to the group, she belongs to the group, she's one of the, sorry, let's get out of this. So she's one of the 15,000 people in this group, and she came and she left a request saying, if I only knew how to navigate my computer. All right, so she said, so I have about 12 requests here. Let's say Nicole were this person saying, I'm looking for a rental in Panama City for this week, right? And this is typical of this group. Like we get like 24/7 requests for vacations, and I just like push them to the agents, whomever wants to take the sale, or the timeshare owners who may have openings. So I would go here and build a vacation package for her. I'm going to make it really easy. Let's say it were, so let's say she wants a flight and hotel package to, like, let's say Jamaica. So here, if you can see my screen, I have a ton of what we call suppliers, basically like vendors of vacation packages. Everything from, Sesame Place Vacations, SeaWorld, FunJet, a bunch of suppliers. So let's say I were picking one of those, right? I'm just going to speed up here, and I wanted to go somewhere in July. A flight and hotel package for 2 adults, no kids. I'm going to make sure I add travel protection so nothing happens to their money. All right. So I'm going to go here and just pick one so you can see. So let me do 5 nights in Jamaica, Montego Bay. So I have like access to like the whole world, basically, as a travel agent. So I can, customize things as I see fit based on what the customer is needing. Oftentimes people don't know where they want to go, and they just say, my vacation is the first week of June. Me and my husband get off at the same time, and I want to go somewhere. And I'll just ask them questions, about their budget or what they like to do, and I narrow it down. So in this vendor screen, you see that I have access to, for the dates I picked, about 56 different resorts that I can put my client in. Let's say I would have just picked like one of my favorites just to make this easy. So I'm going to go here. Let's do this one. Okay, here I can go to this vendor, pick an ocean view room. If I click on it, it tells me, gives me pictures, tells me about my resort, tells me what my particular room contains. I think it's this one. A king or 2 doubles, it sleeps 4 people total. It has this many things in it, and this part doesn't mean anything to you, right? So I get all my details. I can check out my dining. This is an all-inclusive resort. How many restaurants and bars there are, how many have buffets, how many are themed restaurants. I mean, this place is just known for food. Okay, so let's just pretend I am booking that. As an agent, if I book this, I get, $10 cash back, all this stuff, right? If I were to book this now, it comes with a honeymoon welcome gift. So if I'm booking it for people who are just getting married, my guests, as long as they show proof they just got married, will get a bunch of stuff, complimentary gifts, free upgrades, a bunch of stuff, right? So I'm going to select this for a second. And then it tells me about my flights. So I'm going to go select some flights. I'm going to leave Southwest. 9:30 a.m., select that. If I didn't want that flight, I can pick others. And these are prices that, like this particular price, only an agent can get, right? So if you, regular Joe, went on the internet to look for this price, you can't find it. So only I or a licensed agent can book these particular flights. So I picked my flights, I picked my awesome resort that's all inclusive, your drinks, your food, all that good stuff. And I can add a couple things in here. I can go here as an agent. If you've ever been abroad, when you stay in a resort, sometimes when you go like out to the concierge, they'll have vendors lined up, and the vendors will sell you tours, like a safari or a cruise, or if you've been to Jamaica and not been to the Bob Marley estate, then you're missing out. The Negril Sunset Tour. So I can book ATV safaris. I can book tours as an agent, Dunn's River Falls. So these are things that I can do as an agent. So I'll add this to the itinerary, update my cart. So let's just say this is the package I was giving my client. Transportation to and from your hotel, 2 free bags, optional early check-in. I added travel protection, which is insurance in case something happens. They're fully protected. This awesome package with everything for however many nights I picked, being $2,900. I can send them, the itinerary, the schedule, and give them a chance to put something down. They don't have to pay $3,000 up front. They can put $379 down and take their time paying the rest. I can even set my commission. So, it already comes with a $284 commission. I can bump that up if I wanted. If I spend a lot of time on this, 7-8 hours, which I will never do, it takes me about 10 minutes to build a vacation package. I bump my commission up to $379, sell it to them for $30, $67, and so it took me, 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes to build that package, and I made almost $400. So that's how agents are able to make like a crap load of money. So if you read the description to this webinar, I started off with saying that the travel industry is recognized as the second most lucrative industry in the world. It's anyone's guess who the first is, which one the first is. But this is like pretty much how we build packages. So the ones, the agents who belong to this group, the travel, the extra vacations, they sell their packages. They post them here. 15,000 people go buy them, and they keep it moving. So this is just like one small fraction of what an agent can do. You can do cruises. You can do basically everything. Anything that is connected to travel. Once you link up with an agency, you have access to their licenses to go ahead and book. The cost. So there are some inherent costs that are associated with being an agent hooked up to an agency. So remember I mentioned how the industry got deregulated. So now that it's deregulated, you do have to link up with someone. You can certainly, build your business from the ground up, but you won't have the luxury or the benefit of taking advantage of the agency's negotiated bulk pricing and all the things they can leverage. You won't be able to take advantage because you're not linked. So as an travel agents who's linked to an agency, so this one that I'm with, they'll give you the back office. You get, customer service, education galore. I mean, their education is on point. This is one of the better ones. They have a free app, podcast. You can listen to podcasts all day long. I listen to them during lunch and just learn about the industry. And if you want to specialize in one thing, let's say you're from the Caribbean and your family travels a lot to the Caribbean. You want to be like the specialist in your family or in your group who sends everyone there. You can tailor your education and your podcasts to only ping you when those educational opportunities are available. If you want to be a cruise person, same thing. So, your office, your back office, your agency supports that. For me, So I told you I looked into this about a year ago. The first couple agencies I looked into, they all come with costs. One was asking me for like an upfront cost of $600. It wasn't that bad considering how much I could make. I make about, on a bad month, like if it's a really, really busy month at work and I'm not able to like do a lot, I make between $4,000 to $6,000. On a good month, I make between $10,000 to $12,000 in commissions. Again, that's me. I teach people how to do this. So I'd probably consider myself a little bit more seasoned in the travel industry, not necessarily like the most seasoned travel agent, but I've been in the travel industry for 8 years. I've just taught myself a lot of things, and I'm happy to share my knowledge. But the average person, once you get up and running, like you come on board with your agency, you got to go through like, just read stuff, set yourself up, play around with the website, see how to book packages and save them and go back in and I teach you, you can certainly sell them on my site. I teach you how to like post them so they look good and attractive. I would say like within 30 days, you should be like bringing in like consistently $1,000 a month. And then, it grows as you teach yourself and as you make more time. I think that's like typical for like an average person, because you'd make, you saw it took me 5 minutes to put together that package for 2 people to Jamaica rather, and my commission was like between $284 and $384, or however I wanted to set it. So if your goal were like $500 a month, sell one of those, right, or 2 of those. So it's really, really easy. The cost. So with the travel agency I looked at before, I mentioned they wanted $600 up front. At the time, my husband and I felt like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the right time for us to shell out that much money, not knowing how long it would take me to get up and start up and going. So this agency I found through a friend, and I had to pay. So my like initial like onboarding fee to get my website and everything was $179, I think. And then like I paid 30. Don't get me to lie, $30 or $35 a month. $39 a month, 30-something dollars a month, to like continuously receive the access and the education and the new stuff and the new industry trends I get. But I've made that money with my first sale. I made a year's worth of fees. So I'm good. It's one of the cheaper ones I have found for what you get, and the access to like all the suppliers and the prices they've negotiated have been one of the better ones. So that's basically it. You have to know someone to get in. So like as you're signing in, like this one right here, this is basically how to, I can send you guys this link actually. So to become an independent travel agent with this agency, you fill this information out, you put in, somebody's username, and then you get this stuff and you start getting education materials. What else? How much I've made. Did I cover that? I've made that. Can you talk about guarantee? Oh, thank you, Sean. That's what made me come on board. So with this agency, the main thing that enticed me, so the fees, they're not terrible, but they're not like low. This agency has a guarantee that I couldn't find elsewhere. So they have a 30-day guarantee. So if you come on board, within 30 days, if you find that it's just not for you, I don't have a lot of time, my kids are young, I just can't navigate this stuff, you can back out of it, and they give you all your initiation fees, all your money's back within 30 days. So that was good for me, because I needed to, like, despite what other people told me, and I have a bunch of friends who do this, that was their experience, and there's nothing as good as seeing it for myself. So besides that 30-day guarantee, they also guarantee, they have a 1-year warranty guarantee that after a year, so you pay your $179 and however much a month, if you've not made that much money in a year in commissions, they will refund you the difference. So let's just say your annual dues have been, just for the argument's sake, $200, and in 12 months you've only made $480. In 12 months you've only made $100. The company, because of their 1-year guarantee, if you have not made as much money as you put in, will cut you a check for the difference. So I think when I read that, it made it a little easier for me, an easier pill for me to swallow and just try it for myself. Only when I did it for myself was I really comfortable, like, that I could do this. This is something that's sustainable, and I can make it work for my family and my income. So it's a personal thing. Please feel free. Oh, I have questions. Yay. No, these are not questions. This is Sean. It's called a 1-year profit guarantee. I like it. But it's kind of like a gimmick because, well, I thought it was a gimmick because you saw my commission for one sale, right? Of course you're going to make that money back. So it's kind of like they've never had to cut that check. But I guess it's reassurance that, you know, they believe in what they do. I don't know. It depends how, I'm a bit of a pessimist, so it works for me. Feel free to go off mute and ask me questions. I want to kind of take this where you want me to go with it. I'll be very frank with you. Ask anything. If I've not covered anything, I try to keep it really basic. I have a travel business already. How do I add travel agent to it? Yeah, this is exactly what I did. I say, just take this link. I'm going to send you the link. And here's the link. Actually, let me walk you through it. So I'm going to log into it as if I were you. So I'm going to go to, so the website that you go to become an independent travel agent for this agency that I'm in is, actually, you know what? You just reminded me. Let me cover something about Planet Marketing. This is on my own personal thing. With anything in life where they can find a way to kind of monetize the network marketing aspect of it, they will. I'm not knocking it. So Planet Marketing is the marketing company for the travel agency. So you have to go to planetmarketing.com and click on, you know, your product. They have, the product is the independent travel agent, which is what I am, what we all are, what we're here to listen to. They also have a network marketing side. I'm not knocking it. Anybody can do it. It's like the, you know, Prepaid Legals, Primerica, all these businesses that have a legit product, but they have a network marketing, where if you recruit people, if you want to like just become a recruiter for the business and not do travel agency, not become a travel agent, you can just do that and they pay you like, I don't know what they pay you. So you probably have seen this online. I have seen it a lot of times. I'm not really focused, so I'm not even clicking on this. This is, you know, you can pay $19 a month and just become a recruiter. To be a travel agent, click on your product, okay? And I'll give you this exact link. You're going to go to, so here it basically tells you they sell in teletravel, independent agent, travel agent business. You click on purchase now. Sorry, I'm hearing my toddler like scream in the background. So here's what it is. To become a independent travel agent, it's a low startup cost. It's $179. You become an ITA. You get the personalized website. The monthly administration fee, there's that $30-something a month. You earn travel commissions. That's easy. Guaranteed best prices and VIP travel benefits. 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you click on Purchase Now, you do have to put in an existing agent's information. So feel free to use Chi. I'm an existing agent. Okay, just CHI, and then the rest of it is just, you know, self-explanatory. So the young lady who just asked this question, I'll just post this for you if it helps. So try this. Nope. Try this. www.planetmarketing.com/. Try that. Click on your product, not the network marketing, all that stuff. What you need is Chi. That's the code you need. What other questions can I help answer for you guys? Ask me. If you came on late and you missed something, I'm happy to cover it all over again. I'm just sharing my experience. I can log in and show you my money just so you see how much I make in vacation sales. It's you know, it pays all of my bills. So I'm not let me just show you. I try to log in my vacations when I can remember, vacation sales, just so I can kind of track for my own budgeting purposes. How do you get leads? Good question. So I'll tell you how I get leads and how I teach people that I mentor to get leads. But there are a plethora of ways. Thank you. Hold that question for 1 second. So this is where I track some of my sales. Bear with me. Sign in. Continue. Okay. Hang on. Wait for it. Here we go. So I gotta go log more sales in, but to date, I've brought in about $22,000 in commissions that I've logged in. This is also some of the timeshare rentals that I have sold. So this is where I track my stuff. You know, when someone makes a sale and they're on a payment plan, I go in. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you for that question. I go in and I log it in, and February they're paying this much. Sorry, I don't know if you can see my screen. When the money comes in, I make it green. When they still owe money, it's red. April, they owe this much on this date, and so forth, right? So, my income is, I would say, not atypical, but it's on the higher end or medium high end, because I spend a lot of time learning this stuff for myself. I go in there and I play with it, and I will teach you how to do so. So the question that just came in is, how do you get leads? So what I would suggest you do, here's what I do, okay? The people that I mentor, I have a secret group called the Extra Vacation Mentoring Group, right? And there are a couple people in here that I mentor, and if you want me to mentor you, if you want to do this with me, so to speak, you are welcome to not, oh God, hold on. You are welcome to not have to go search for your own market and just sell to the people in this group, just 15,000 members. You're welcome to post here every day if you want. Go build a package. Let me show you who did this. The last person to do this was Sharice. Go build a package, put a price to it, post it. I'll show you how to, write up a cute description, post some pictures, and sell it. Okay? And people show interest and you sell it. So, for example, this one here that I posted, this Essence Music Festival weekend, I have a calendar of events and holidays that I share with the people I mentor. I'll say, hey, start thinking about Labor Day weekend. Start looking up vacation packages and posting them, because people are starting to plan. And I post it here, and I can sell as many of these as there are flights. I can sell 15, 20, 70. So long as there are flights, I can sell it, right? Or so long as there's room in the hotel that I have saved as something I wanted to sell. So, people start writing here, showing interest, and I sell to every single one of them. Okay, so how do you get leads? If you want to, come, if you use the code SHE, then it kind of puts you in some pseudo team of mine, and I'd be happy to train you, because it's only, we both benefit when you make a sale, or when you're successful. Other than that, agents post everywhere. You've seen, now that I've said it, around on your Facebook. You've seen them post on their own personal Facebook. I sell on Craigslist. I'll go on and I'll post a bunch of Poconos, Pennsylvania, the mountains, Vegas stuff, Orlando, like Disney. I sell a lot of my Disney on Facebook and on Craigslist. I used to sell on eBay. It's just too much red tape, a lot of paperwork, a lot of stuff to go through. Mostly between those three websites, I don't need to sell elsewhere. This group right here is more than actually too much for me. I'm often overwhelmed and I can't keep up with the requests that come in either here or through my inbox. My inbox is lit constantly. So that's one of the few ways to get leads. The company gives you marketing tools. So you'll get, you can print business cards, letterhead, flyers. You can post this stuff everywhere. So this is a real business. You can make it as big and as lucrative as you have time for. What other questions do you have for me? Feel free to go off mute. Go off mute and post them, or sorry, speak them. Sean, did you have anything to add? Sean is also an agent here. How do you get leads, says Ebony. What % of commission do you keep? Ha, thank you for that. So another thing with the agency is that because they give you all these, all this access and all these offers, you share the commission with them. So for every sale I make, you start off, if you were to come on board right now, you'll have a 70-30 contract with the agency. So for every sale I make, right, or you make, let's say your commission were to be $100 on that sale. The vendor sends the check to your agency. They only deal with agencies. So if you booked a Jamaica trip with FunJet, like I just did, after the customer takes their trip, FunJet will say, all right, they paid $3,000, 100 of that is to the agent. This agent's agent ID number is this. That ID number corresponds with IntelliTravel. They mail that check to IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel, you go log your sales, and they match it up with yours, and they say, all right, Michelle made the sale. Our contract is 70-30. We are going to keep $30 or so, and we're going to send Michelle, to her banking account, $70 or so. So it's 70-30. This particular agency, which I like though, does give you an opportunity to buy down your contract, your percentage. So after making $5,000 in commission, you have your commission contract goes from 70-30 to 80-20. So you keep 80%. And then there's another something where you get 10%, but I haven't gotten that far, so I'll let y'all know when I get there. One thing that people always worry about is trading. Please show the training area. Yeah, so Sean, feel free to go off mute and tell me exactly where you want me to click, because the training is like vast. So tell me what you think will be beneficial for people to see and how they can become specialists in particular areas. So why don't you come off mute?
Okay, so one of the biggest things that I've come across with different agents that I've worked with is, how do I learn how to become a specialist? How do I learn to become a specialist, or how do I learn to sell a particular area? So, Chi, if you go to the IntelliTravel University, scroll down for me.
Keep going.
Yeah, you can go to the bottom. I want to get to, so we'll start here. Go back up. Sorry about that. So on the very first page, they have something called the IntelliTravel University. And you can kind of walk through, and it shows you everything that you need to know about the business, starting from when you first sign up and you set up your website, down to how you sell in particular areas, how you register your booking so you get paid after you've done your sale, the commission splits of 70-30, and how you get to a point where your commission split goes to an 80-20. The different benefits you have as a travel agent when it comes to going on discounted trips. The IntelliTravel University will walk you through everything that it takes to be a travel agent, including your agent rate. You get special rates for being an agent at different resorts because they want you to come there, see their resort, and tell clients about it. So if you look on the left-hand side of Chief's screen, you'll see it goes through a getting started, and it breaks down everything that you need to know to first get everything off the ground. Your very next one goes to selling and marketing to get yourself out there to the client. IntelliTravel gives you free service like your client newsletter and things of that nature, where you can custom craft marketing to a client or a particular group of clients. it teaches you a building brand, it shows you how you convert, you guys you know from websites and things of that nature, working with you. Um, it runs through exactly how bookings, how you set up
Sean,
cruises.
I don't know if it's me. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you're coming in and out. I think you're losing reception. Is anyone else experiencing it, or is it just me?
I am. Excuse me. I am. I can hardly hear him.
Yeah. Okay. So we lost you most of what you were saying, but I think you got the gist of what he's saying. Basically, they have a pretty robust training program that I've barely scratched the surface on because I'm still like making money off of the first couple things I learned. My goal was to come in, make it work for me financially, determine if this is something I really, really want to like spend my time doing because I'm, taking time away from like my family or other things I could be doing. And then I can kind of like become an expert in different fields. So I haven't even like broached the topic of cruises because I'm still making money on Jamaica. Sean, I don't know if you fix your reception issues, you can continue. If not, I'll just kind of like, I'll breeze through it.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I clear?
Yes, much better.
Okay. So we went through the getting started. Now I'm going to discuss the selling and marketing. I'm going to touch on this quickly. So IntelliTravel helps you to market to a particular client or groups of clients. They allow you to create newsletters, build a whole customized kind of letter geared towards your client or geared to send them a certain place, Disney, something along those natures. This will help you build a business and show you how you convert people who are on the wire about travel to working with you as opposed to a website like Expedia. Your next is your booking and commissions. They show you exactly how you book these different things and to register your booking so you're always getting paid on time. They give you a commission breakdown, which is the 70-30 that she spoke of, and they show you how you get to a commission breakdown of 80-20. Go down to the last part, Chi.
Sorry, busy chatting. Booking commission?
So the last one down there, they have a compliance and agent bonus. Being that you have special prices and you see special prices, is certain things that you cannot put into the general public, like your agent discounts. You get a deeply discounted rate for being an agent when you go to travel. And so these rates cannot be shared with the general public. A regular trip may cost someone on the general public $300-400 at some of the exclusive sites. Yours would be $150 to $200 a night. So it's usually 35 to 50% off. And they do not want to share this with the general public. That's more or less they want you to come to their resorts because you become their word of mouth and the best way to market.
Okay, thank you for that. I am actually broadcasting questions, my cell phone number to everyone because I imagine, this is pretty generic in general. If you have questions that are pertinent to like your own personal situation and you want to have a private conversation, feel free to text me or call me anytime. That's my number. If you wanted to try this for yourself, just text me and I'll give you like specific instructions. If you want me to mentor you, I'm happy to do so. I want to talk to you to make sure you want to do this and you're as committed to me as I'm committed to you, because I would spend time working with you, showing you basically how to like quickly get started and quickly making money. So that's what I do for the people I mentor. Like my goal is to just get you to make money first, real quick, so you can see it for yourself. It's an easier pill to swallow if you're not. I don't charge to mentor, no. The reason I don't charge, and I'm all about full disclosure, is because, well, I don't charge for this. I charge for other things. Like timeshare owners, I do charge them to mentor them because that's, all their money. With IntelliTravel, remember I told you they have this whole like marketing aspect to them, this whole network marketing part. If you come, you have to use like an existing agent to come on board. if you say that you knew me and you use me, then at some point down the line, when you make money, when you make commissions, the 30% that the agency takes, they'll actually share that with me. They'll give me like something like 10% someday. I haven't seen it yet, but I believe it. So I think that kind of helps both of us have a vested interest in each other. So in any case, no, I don't charge the mentor. I'm happy to help you as long as you kind of make time for us, and you're welcome. We'll set a time. Very often I talk to people during business hours because I'm at work, and I may have an hour free, and I'll do a quick, hey, who's new, who wants to go through stuff and learn, or talk to a client, let's sell to them together, and so forth. So you can reach me pretty much anytime. I recommend you join this group. Oh, the only way you can sell in this group, though, is if I'm mentoring you. The reason is because I did build this group from the ground up, and I do have a vested interest in maintaining a good reputation. I don't want to get sued. We deal with a lot of people's personal information and money, so it's important to me that I teach you the right way to sell in my group. You can sell anywhere else on your own, but in this group, I prefer to mentor you to sell. So, if you're taking someone's passport number or, credit card number and all that stuff, I need to teach you how to cover yourself, cover me, so I'm not named in a suit, or at least I can defend myself. And so that's just more about like protecting myself. What other questions? You're welcome, Michelle.
I'm not able to be online, so how can I get your information so you can mentor me?
Yes, so my cell phone number is 609-672-2757. And my Facebook page, you can add me. Actually, tell me that you've sent a request and I will go approve. I haven't been good at looking at friend requests lately, and I haven't been good at approving requests. So just nudge me, maybe send me like a text saying, hey, I added you on Facebook, go find me and I'll go approve it.
Can you repeat the phone number again?
Yes, 609-672-2757 is my cell phone number. And I receive text. I prefer text. You're welcome. And you can add me on Facebook. My email address is long. Actually, use this one. Now type it in. This is one of my email addresses. Just my business email. Feel free to email me. Or you can just go sign on and try this stuff for yourself. Give it a shot for 30 days. Once you come on, just let me know, hey, I signed on. What would you like me to know? And I'll give you like the top 3 things that I use to start making money. I'll mentor you, like fast track you ASAP, and you make the money. If you don't like it, just quit. Get your money back. Quit before 30 days and get your money back. Or quit before a year and get the difference. Questions. Ask me anything. Seriously. It's an open forum, full disclosure.
How long did it take you to start making the money you're making?
So again, I consider myself seasoned. I made money the first day I signed up. Again, so here's why I think it was a little easier for me. This travel group that you're looking at, you may not be looking at, this Extra Vacations 2 group on Facebook that I run with a bunch of other people, existed before I became a full-blown travel agent, because I am a timeshare owner who rents out her timeshares pretty often, and I teach people how to rent. So because I have been in the travel business just on the other side for 8 years, and I'm a sales professional. Like my last job, my title was literally sales coach. At Comcast, like I taught sales people who sell you high-speed internet for a lot of money. So I think that it just came a little bit more natural to me because it's what I do. It's like innate. So I wouldn't use my result as, you can use it as certainly like motivation, but if you signed on tonight and you didn't make money tonight, that is normal, because you kind of got to get started, and you got to, I would read stuff and get your website started. So my goal with my mentees is to get you like consistently making like, you know, like $1,000 within 30, you know, in a month. You know what I mean? It's going to differ based on how much time, you know, you can spend, but that's my goal. Because when you're doing that, the fees, you're not really paying the fees yourself. You know, it's paid for by your commissions, and it's much more enjoyable when it's not painful, in my opinion. Some people may differ.
Okay, excuse me. My next question would be for someone who doesn't have very much experience in sales and actually low sales, can they be successful in this business as well?
Absolutely. I think you can be successful if you have an interest in travel, if you've always had, so I think this group is a self-selected group because it's like people who have been like at least slightly interested in like this travel business. How does one become a travel agent, right? I think if you've been interested in travel, if you're coachable, you know, you're an open book and you can just like absorb information as they come, and you're willing to give yourself permission to learn. Oh boy, would you like to hide all cams? Yes. Sorry, I think you may not be able to see me because of internet issues, but if you give yourself permission to learn, meaning like, you know, the first 2 days you're going to need some time to kind of get started, you can be very successful. I think the people who are most successful in this business are those who come with a blank slate and just like learn from the top down, as opposed to having been jaded from a different experience and needing to get deprogrammed. But that's not to say that applies to everyone. So it's so easy. This stuff is like, because the packages are already built for you. They exist, and these vendors want someone to sell them. So they just kind of like give you access, and then they pay you a commission, and you just go, you know, I teach you how to post it with like flowery language so people are interested and take the right pictures. You're not like building a resort. So it's you know, it's not rocket science. It's really, I would say, easy.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? You can go off mute and say hello. That's it. So I think I covered everything I said I would cover, right? Let me just make sure. How to link up with the right agency, pitfalls. I don't think I covered many. So I shared with you, I guess, like how I landed here. I did research for a good year because I wasn't in a rush. I was pregnant, you know, like I wasn't working, and I need to do something from home other than my timeshare, like supplement my timeshare business. I did research, and basically I did the research for you, but you're welcome to look around. This is, I'm reluctant to call anything the best because I'm just a pessimistic person. But removing that aspect of my personality, this is probably the best. This is the best deal that I found in terms of how much they pay you back, how much access to stuff you have, how many vendors they've leveraged. The education is like what one, you know, besides the guarantee that won me over, but the fact that they have so much, a plethora of educational podcasts and material that you can just like become an expert at the stuff if you really, really wanted. You know, I'm a teacher, so I teach people how to learn, and having access to this stuff makes it easier for me to also learn and teach. So I think this is the best one I found. Feel free to challenge me. Oh, sorry. Recommendations for reputable companies, I already covered that. How to find free marketing and mentoring, I covered that. Open Q&A. So for those who are timeshare owners, in the group I did post a timeshare webinar. I do charge for those because it's, when you see the information and what you come out the class making, and there are a couple people in here who may have taken that class and can tell you they've made money, you'll understand how invaluable the information is. It's my bread and butter. So I buy and flip timeshares, buy foreclosed timeshares. I teach people how to buy the right ones. I believe in them, and how to make money doing them, and so forth. So if you have interest in any of that stuff, just text me. I can answer like one-off questions, but if you want to hold 2-hour training and you want to come out making money that day, I do charge like $40. not a lot of money because you make like $800 your first sale. So that's it. If you have no more questions, you have my phone number, 609-672-2757. It's been a pleasure. Y'all have a good night, and just, reach out to me if you want the very specific instructions on how to sign up for this stuff and try it out for yourself. I'm happy to text it. Otherwise, have a good night. Sean, thank you so much for chiming in. Sorry you had issues, but we'll talk another time.
Thank you so much for your time, and I'll definitely be in touch.
Awesome. Thanks. Bye, guys.